Hey everyone, this is Renee Frey from Talent Q, and you're listening to the Conscious Professional Podcast. More people than ever want to be happy in their career and personal life, but they're going about it all wrong. I'm here to set the record straight and emphasize the importance of prioritizing your mindset. I'm thrilled you're here. Last week on the podcast, I talked about resistance. And it's crazy because this week I've been doing a ton of self-reflection on surrendering. You know, the word I have tattooed on my forearm to always be a constant reminder for me to let go, stop trying to control, and stop resisting. Right now, I'm working on manifesting something in my life that is super important to me. And I realize that I need to release control and let go of the outcome. Without going into too much detail, I finally had an epiphany around manifesting. So if you've followed me for a while, you know that in order to create something that you desire in your life, you have to act as if you already have it. You have to become that person now. Think like them, act like them, be that person today. As you start the journey towards your manifestation, days may go by, weeks may go by, months may go by, even years might go by. And if you're like me this week, you're impatiently waiting for what you want to manifest to show up. Well, that's a common theme in my life, being impatient, because over the years and with meditation, I've learned patience. I've trained myself on how to be patient. And that's a whole nother story. I used to be the most impatient person in this world. I wanted everything now, gall darn it. And here's one example for you that I'll never forget. My husband and I were in an elevator at the hospital with my mom on our way to see my brother's new baby boy. And my mom says, she turns and looks at me and says, "You should think about not having kids, Renee, because you're so impatient." Whoa, what a blow. Like, I totally shrugged her comment off my shoulder, but I'm telling you, I truly was one impatient person in the past. So when you're trying to manifest something in your life, you must be that person today and surrender everything else that comes along with it. Surrender your impatience. Surrender thinking about how it will happen. Surrender your attachment to it. When it will happen, you got to surrender that too. Basically, all you have to do is have a deep knowing that what you desire is already here and it's yours. It's your destiny because it's your heart's desire. Think about taking a trip to Rome. You're flying in first class. You have a seat that you can fully lay down in. You have a pillow, a blanket. The flight attendant is pouring you champagne. You're getting comfy. You're going to watch a movie. And you have a knowing that you'll get to Rome in a certain number of hours. You don't have to track the altitude. You don't need to know how to fly the plane. You don't even need to know the flight path, how to get there. You just know you will be in Rome in a matter of hours. This is the same with your manifestations or anything you desire to create in your life. You make a decision that you desire something and that you just let the plane fly with zero worries. Eventually, your manifestation will show up. And that's how I was able to surrender this past week with my manifestation. I keep telling myself now I'm on the plane and all I have to do is know it's going to arrive. I trust it will show up when divine timing is aligned. And until then, I can let it go. I'm not concerned about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not impatient about it. It's going to show up. Changing my perspective was so helpful for me because I could feel incredible relief through releasing my grip on that steering wheel of control on my current manifestation. This week, I'm going to talk about having a personal fan club, as I like to call it, is one of the most important parts that will help you step into who you want to be. When I say personal fan club, what I mean is having specific people in your life who offer continuous support, who encourage you, who challenge your mindset, who call you out, who believe in you, who are always cheering you on, who you can always count on. In my own life, having a personal fan club has been paramount. I've been blessed to have people around me who believe in me, sometimes even more than I believe in myself at times. They're the ones who cheer me on when I'm taking big risks. They're also the ones who are there to lift me up when I stumble or when I'm in a funk. Now, if you go on, or maybe you're already on, a deep personal development and mindset journey like me, I'm always striving to be better today than who I was yesterday. I'm reframing and working through my limiting beliefs. I'm analyzing my common patterns and behaviors to modify them so I can get the most out of my life, so I can live the most fulfilling and magnificent life possible. When you start sharing some of these mindset concepts with others, they might look at you sideways. I know I've had many people look at me sideways. Like if I say, oh, money's just a tool, that's an infinite resource. So many sideways looks when I say something like that, which I don't mind the looks because I am who I am. This is what I believe, and it served me so well in my life. So it takes time to find people to put into your personal fan club. You're not going to tell these people that they're in your personal fan club. You might just have a mental note that they're in there. Truth be told, I didn't find all my people at once. It took me a few years for these people to come into my life. And more people are always coming into my life. When it happens, it's total synchronicity. One gal I met at a sales seminar, and we just happened to be grabbing food for lunch at the same exact time. And we started talking to one another in the food line, and we sat down at the same table. And we were talking about how much money we wanted to make that year. We did this open and freely. Ironically, we both had around the same goal. It was about $300K. This was about a decade ago. But here we were, two successful females discussing how much money we were going to make this year. Let me tell you, this is a rare occasion. There are very few people that will freely share information like this after just meeting them. After that lunch, I knew she was in my fan club, and we've been friends ever since. I met another person who's in my fan club at a personal development book club that was in my town. After one of our meetings, we hit it off. We were both business owners in the same town, and we both had big goals and dreams. My personal fan club are the people who remind me of my greatness when I'm feeling overwhelmed, facing uncertainty, or any other issue I'm having. I'll shoot a text or call them, and they're always there for me right when I need them. They point out possibilities that I might have missed. They encourage me to keep effing going and inspire me to keep putting one foot in front of the other. One of the most important parts of having this support system is they don't just tell me what I want to hear. They challenge me to be better. They hold me accountable. They ask the tough questions, and they push me to stay true to my values and my goals. They give me a total kick in the pants when I need it. And since I'm a recovering control freak, I often used to think I had to do everything myself or go at it alone. Not to mention how I was raised with my mom telling me to keep all these secrets all the damn time because behind closed doors at our house, my dad was a drunk and was never around. Not telling anyone about what was going on in my life made me feel isolated. And when I became an adult, I vowed not to keep secrets because other people may be going through the same things and we can support one another. I think we often underestimate how much we need people who can mirror back to us our own potential and remind us of who we are, especially during those times when self-doubt creeps in. Having this personal fan club has helped me launch my business, launch new programs, get myself out there on social media with video, even bounce back from making the wrong hires, getting rid of a business partner, you name it, they are here for me. Now, building your personal fan club is wonderful and all, but on the flip side, you still might need to do some weeding of your garden when it comes to some relationships so that you can make room for new ones that will lift you up. One of my favorite quotes of all times is from Jim Rohn. You are the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. In 2 previous episodes, and I'll share the titles with you to check out, one is titled The Real Secret to All Relationships, and the other episode is titled Why You Need to Weed the Garden of Relationships. These are 2 great episodes where I talk about having to navigate spending less time with those who no longer lift you up. So I definitely recommend you go take a listen. If you're hanging out with people who are going nowhere, you gotta start being intentional about hanging out with people you aspire to be like. If you wanna have greater success and immerse yourself with successful people, you need to be where they hang out. Where do these people hang out? Country clubs, golf courses, fancy hotels like the Ritz-Carlton or the Four Seasons, fancy restaurants, local TED Talks that are being held. If you're thinking, I can't afford to stay at the Ritz, Renee, you could probably afford a drink at the bar. Just start small. Immerse yourself in the environment you want to be surrounded in the future. And one day, you're going to be sitting there. Do a search to see if there are any events being held at a golf course or a country club and see if you can attend. Oftentimes there are speakers who will have events at a country club where non-members are welcome to attend. You'll have to pay something, but I guarantee it'll be worth it. Stepping outside of your comfort zone, you gotta do it, and don't be afraid to go to new events alone. There is guaranteed to be other people attending alone who would love nothing more than to meet another person with similar goals. So, to anyone listening, I encourage you to cultivate your own personal fan club. Surround yourself with people who will lift you up, believe in your vision, and push you to be the best version of yourself. Where you can tell them your big, hairy dreams, and they believe you can achieve it too. It makes all the difference in the world. You've got to have people you can be free to share what you really want without fear of judgment or doubt. People who, when you tell them your craziest goals, they respond with, I know you can do it. Instead of, are you sure about that? Because those are the voices that will fuel your courage and keep you moving forward even when things get tough. And when you hit your goals and you manifest all your wildest dreams, they will be the first to go out and celebrate with you. When you have that kind of support, you feel empowered to take risks, to try, to fail, to get back up again. So find those people who see the best in you, even when you're struggling to see it yourself. Trust me, they will help you reach new heights you've never thought possible. If you're still thinking, where the hell do I find these people, Renee? First, manifest them in your life. Yep, we're getting all woo-woo up in here. Set an intention that you would like to meet a like-minded individual who will help you grow in your mindset journey, or however you want to define it or frame it. So set an intention, then surrender, let it go. Someone will show up for you and you'll be delighted when it happens. For those of you who want to find people immediately because you struggle with patience like I used to, I encourage you to go to seminars, networking events, join Facebook groups that you have particular interests in, attend one of their meetups. I'm in a Peloton Facebook group where I've met some awesome people in my area. I'm also in a Tesla Divas Facebook group, and I've met some amazing gals in there from all over the world. One who's in my personal fan club, I've never met face to face, but she encourages me all the time. These people are waiting for you. So make a decision, set an intention, and the universe will align those incredible people to come into your life. It's almost like magic. When you commit to your goals and dreams, the right supporters, mentors, cheerleaders show up at just the right time. So go do it. Take that first step, set your intention, and watch what happens. I can't wait to hear about how your life rockets into new heights once you surround yourself with your very own personal fan club. Trust me, it's gonna be amazing. So the key points from today's episode are, when starting your manifesting journey, you need to start acting today who you want to be in the future. Having a personal fan club will allow you to reach heights beyond what you can see. Have people in your life that just don't tell you what you want to hear, but make you better. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. Share this episode with someone you love and go make one change to be better than you were yesterday. Live your life with intention. I believe in you. I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible. So if you would, please hit the follow button so we can grow our community of conscious professionals. Whether you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you can find the button at the top of the page. See you next week. Cheers, everyone.